We could be live now.
All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Makakadash.
double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to Allah Akim, that is doing the work in sincerity, with charity, with humiliation all across the four winds. To you, I salute. All right. So yeah, man, come together, to kick off this New Year's Eve destruction, like we normally do every year. But yeah, man, we got a lot of things lined up, Lord willing. It be edifying. So I just want to touch a little bit on the year 2023. And the year 2023 will be a humbling, for a lot of people. It'll be a very humbling year. All right. So all different kind of shit is about to go down. It's about to turn loose. Lord willing, the Most High cover us and we push through until the end. Okay. So yeah, man, let's get in there. Someone to grab the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 1. All right.
God, this is Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Right. And the days of thy youth we're speaking about right now. All right. Only the elect right now, is going to do this. Only the elect, is going to see the different shits, the different events that is going to go down. All right. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. We're going to see, what happened with the economy, and all these different economic collapse, these different analysts speaking about, that how, they expect 2023, to be the year of inflation and recession. All right, because a little while back, way back in July, you have these different analysts predicting that as early as March, April of next year, that we headed into recession. All right, which we know that's going to lead into depression, and it's going to lead to all-out economic collapse, which the scripture prophesy of it, which we actually reading it. You see, like I said, scripture says, while the evil days come not, meaning, before the food stores and run out of food, before the gas station run out of gas, before people start dropping dead from all these different plagues and disease and shit. You understand? Before the famines and earthquakes and all these different major events happen. All right? The scripture say what? Remember now that Creator in the youth. All right? So before, you get gray. You know what I'm saying? But really that's talking about, that tied in the ministry. All right? So 2023, all kinds of shit is slated to happen in this year done. Lord, we be protected by that. From that July year. All right? Let's read on.
Ecclesiastes 12, while the sun, or the night, or the moon, or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain.
Right. So while wisdom and knowledge, able to flourish in the land. All right, that's what the sun and the moon and the stars is talking about, wisdom and knowledge. So while you're still able to get these breakdowns, all right, because the day coming when you ain't going to be able to get these scriptures, when you ain't going to be able to get no type of understanding of the scriptures.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. All right, because you see when that time done, there's going to be straight up chaos out here. All right? There's going to be some real purge shit out here.
Yeah.
See what I said? Because the gates of the ark is being closed. All right? Read on, brother.
God, verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows are darkened.
Right? It says, in the days of the keepers, all right, the keepers of the house shall tremble. That's the days we're in right now. You understand? Everyone worrying about this, everyone worrying about that, talking about the recession is coming, high prices, high food prices, you understand, high gas prices, so like, what we supposed to do? You understand? We living in those times right now. All right? The keepers of the house is trembling. All right? And guess what? These devils is worried. You understand? All these different analysts speaking about this. About this recession. About what's to come. They worried. You understand? The inhabitants of the earth is worried. The nations is worried. You understand? Because they ain't gonna have it just like how they used to have it before.
No.
It's gonna be a lack of everything. You understand? Everyone is worried except niggas. I tell you.
Serious.
You know what they're doing right now? Everyone flicking, jam packed in them holiday houses. Who ain't in the holiday houses down to the club?
To the club, exactly.
To the concert.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Or to a party.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay? Niggas ain't know what's going on. Okay? It says strong men shall bow themselves. All right? Because of the serious times that we're coming into. Okay? The scripture speaks about perilous time. Okay? All right? So that bad man, all right? You gotta cut that shit. All right? So you're gonna have to be more spiritually built up. All right? You're gonna have to be spiritually and mentally strong for the things that you're about to deal with. So being a bad man in this time ain't gonna get you no place.
Nope.
The only thing that can get you, you can damn be bitch up. That's it. You understand?
Yeah.
That's why Yahweh Shem Yahushai wants us to start while we're young. Build up yourself while you're young. All right, mentally prepare yourself for the things we're gonna see. All right, the things we're gonna deal with and the experience and build experience. So this year coming, boy, it could be some crazy, crazy shit. All right.
Yeah.
And a little bit the brother is gonna go in, what's to come. All right. Okay, because many will fall in the perils. That coming.
Yeah.
All right. Things that need to happen. All these different shit need to happen in order for prophecy to be fulfilled, for prophecy's sake. You understand?
Yeah.
And guess what? It ain't gonna be fun. It's also this straight hardship, straight evil.
Yeah.
All right. It says the grinders shall cease because they are few. You understand? Meaning, ain't no one to wait no more. See what I said? Because guess what? People them been working all their life, and then when retirement come, they ain't got no savings to enjoy. See what I said? All right. Read verse 3 again, brother.
God, Ecclesiastes 12 and 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Right. The reason why those that look out the windows are gonna be darkened because they ain't see your future in this damn place no more.
God.
The brother did a beautiful lesson going into the American dream. They ain't see the American dream no more.
Yeah.
You put a bit?
No.
They ain't see a future in this place. They ain't see a future in this damn kingdom. You understand? Because guess what? That American dream failed them. All that damn glitz and glamour failed them. You were a fool.
God.
All right? Let's read on.
All right. Ecclesiastes 12 and 4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the doors of music shall be brought low.
Right, and the doors of the street shall be shut. All right, so guess what? Buildings is going to be damn boarded up, and locked down tighter than Fox Hill prison.
You know that?
Like how it was at the start of the pandemic, you know what I mean? Buildings and all kind of businesses was closed down and shit.
God, the streets was quiet.
That's it. Buildings is going to be boarded up, and a bunch of damn graffiti and thing all over the place.
God,
All right?
yeah,
Nothing happening.
yeah, and then grow up, you know.
Okay? There's going to be some real I am legend type shit coming. All right? It says, when the sound of the grinding is low. All right? Because guess what? People is going to start rioting. You understand? The people who you've been having an issue with. All right? The police. These different magistrates. All right? These damn women who did niggas wrong. You understand? You can damn be the first ones to be taken out. All right? I'm telling you. Niggas is going to start rioting because the economy is going to be stagnant. Ain't shit going to be happening. All right? And that's going to lead to all different type of things. You understand? All right? Shit, you ain't going to be able to get the different necessities and goods. You understand? Rice, flour, sugar, oil, drinking water. You ain't gonna be able to get them shit. All right? The people is gonna start rioting.
God.
All right? Read that again, brother.
All right. Ecclesiastes 12 and 4. And the door shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the doors of music shall be brought low.
Right, so like they say, man, there's gonna be some I am legend type shit out here, but part two.
God.
I am legend part two.
You know that?
You know that? Type of shit going on out here, but and it ain't gonna be like in the early 2000s when you're gonna just find everything. That time is already past.
God.
You know, it's gonna be real out here. You understand? And that's what we're coming into. So 2023 is gonna be a grindy year, but you understand? Which is gonna be a year closer, a step closer to us getting out here. Lord willing, we be those men.
God.
All right? Read on, brother.
Verse 5. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fair shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets.
Right? All right, so it's gonna be plagues and all these different types of sickness and diseases and shit gonna be out here. You understand? And whatever lot you fall into, one of them is gonna take you.
God.
You know what I'm saying? It says what? The mourners shall go about the streets. You know what that's talking about? That's talking about beggars. That's talking about bums. So you can have a lot of damn bums out here begging for food and water and shit. You understand? They'll be walking up and down the street begging.
God, it's a lot here too, right? Just like how we call them Joneses over here.
God.
In Babylon, they call them crackheads. Okay? And a lot of them, as the act say, a lot of them is gonna go around walking, bumming, being just like the Joneses them on the streets, at the street corners begging with their hand out.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Because our people today, they look at them, at these same bummers, and say, oh, he no good. Get from my window. Okay, the time is gonna come when they gonna be just like that.
God. All right.
I can't see the other screen. I don't know if they're doing something. Probably up something.
You don't know them.
No, they in, but oh no, you probably
Just
just
going
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
it in, but they just doing something. They got their mic off, so they
All right.
probably
Yeah,
can hear
but
us.
so
Yeah, I think they can hear us, but I can't see them, so I don't know what's going on.
all right. So let's read on, brother.
So before you read on, Salaki, is a man going to his long home. What that part of that verse means right there? It's a man shall is a burden and desire shall fall because man go to his long home, and the mourners go about the street. You describe, you explain the mourners go about the street.
Right. This man go to his long home, he's gonna be paying the debts. All right, that's what that's talking about. All right. Let's read on. Let me 6 and 7. All right, 6 and 7. Let's get that. I want that in the NLT. If you could read it in the KJV, bring it in the NLT, get on the hit out of it.
from 6 and 7.
Right.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 6. Or ever the silver cord be loosed, or the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken at the fountain, or the wheel broken at the cistern, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High, who gave it.
Come.
All right. Now let's get that in the NLT. All right.
That's Ecclesiastes
12, 6 and 7.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 6.
They gone fully now.
Yes. It's in the LLT. It says 12 and 6. Yes, remember your creator now while you are doing before the silver cord or life snaps and the golden bowl is broken. Don't wait until the water jar is smashed at the spring and the pulley is broken at the well.
Done. All right. So guess what? That's talking about these breakdowns, these scriptures, the understanding of these scriptures. You ain't gonna be able to get them because why? At this point, you're gonna be destroyed. See what I said? Okay. You're
Ecclesiastes 12, 8. Vanity of vanities, said the preacher, all is vanity. And moreover, because the preacher was wise, he still taught the people knowledge. Yea, he gave good heed and sought out.
Salakian, Israel is trying to say something. Salakian, go ahead. Yeah, we can hear you. We got you.
done. All right. Read that again, brother.
God, verse 9. And moreover, because the preacher was wise, he still taught the people knowledge. Yea, he have good heed and sort of and set in order many proverbs.
Right. That's what. And we are those teachers. You understand? We are the ones that telling you all this shit that you see in that all of the shit you see in is vanity. All right, King Solomon telling you that this shit is all vanity. He saw out all these things. He saw out good and evil man, even the foolish and the wise. And he realized that what? All this shit is vanity.
God.
Because what? We down, wake up, go to work, all right, repeat the process all over again and serve slavery. Every day you wake up, get up, go to work, wake up, get up, go to work, serving slavery.
God.
You understand? You die, you're born again, you come back, you serve of slavery. You understand? That's why we ain't in the kingdom yet. So he said, man, what? All of this shit is vanity and vexation of spirit. All right? Because our life will truly have purpose when we get the kingdom. We're going to be immortal. All right? And that's really what living is. All right? So, okay, so say, man, life is pointless no matter what you get.
Got it?
See what I said? Because whatever you got, you're going to lose it all eventually.
Got it?
But once you get in the kingdom, all right, when you're really living, all right, and once you get or you accomplish whatever things it is, you ain't going to lose it. You know why you ain't going to lose it? Because all of that shit is going to be immortal. All of your possessions is going to be immortal. You're going to live forever.
God.
You understand?
The riches you do get up are doable.
That's it. Immortal. Okay, and that's what we're looking for. That's what we're hoping for. All right? Read on, brother.
God, Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. The preacher sought to find out acceptable words, and that which was written was upright, even words of truth.
Right, read.
The words of the wise are as good as God's, and as nails fastened by the master's assemblies, which are given from one shepherd.
Right, and that one shepherd, that one leader is over Yahushua.
God.
All right? That's Yahushua. Okay? So, yeah, man. Hey, we're going to, 2023, it's going to be a damn crazy year. Gonna have all type of shit that's going to go on. God, understand if you ain't in the spirit, you ain't up the covering of Yahushua, ain't nothing happening for you. Hold up. You understand? God, it's going to get terrible over here. It's going to get real terrible. All right, and it's going to be a very humbling experience for a lot of people. So, again, if you're in covered, buddy, it ain't nothing happening.
Shock and increase.
That's it.
And we prophesying, preaching this, and Jake will still say, but we crazy.
Yeah.
That's the nigger and the niggers and the niggas that rejected this word.
Yeah.
We still reading up the comment boards here, do we want to?
All right, yeah, bring out precept of the common board.
This is Ecclesiastes Sirach, KDC 3. I'm not sure that this, but Sirach chapter 21 and 13. The knowledge of a wise man shall abound like a flood, and his counsel is like a pure fountain of life.
Yeah, that's a good precept, bro. All right.
Who's KDC 3? Okay. Ain't none of us. I just wonder if there's someone of us. All right.
That's all we got left.
You got another precept. Check. This is second Ezra 9 and 9. I say, then they shall be in pitiful case which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Yeah. As 2 Corinthians 4:18. Why we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
God. But the things what we looking for are eternal. But the things what we living in for, what we living in now, are temporal. And we know that the simple chicks, they want the temporal things, the things that are temporary, the things with thieves will come and break and steal, and moth and rust could corrupt. These are the things what they after. You see? And yes, what like the Vener's lesson of 2023, it's gonna be basically a year or hell. Because these same temporal things, what they are all rallying for or rallying about, okay? They can see some real shit happen. Okay? Alright? Just like the precept say they're gonna be out in the streets begging, okay, bombing,
Yep.
okay, you know? Alright.
Already? I got some precepts, just some good ones. This is Amos 8:12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Amaziah, and shall not find it.
Because it's gonna be too late, man. The water's gonna be dry up. All right. We got this now, man.
That's it?
Amen.
That's it?
Yeah, man. One of the brothers there.
You want to ask about one of the brothers from Nassau, yeah?
One of the brothers from the Nassau camp, if you all want to got anything to say.
Yeah, you can just chip in.
Y'all can hear me clearly?
Very good.
All right, shalom. Go ahead, y'all want to speak.
Done. No, man, I just want to, I did something real quick. When it comes down to the so-called New Year's thing, right? We inside this wicked captivity. So, we have seeing that we inside this wicked captivity, we all in these so-called, these stages, when you think about it.
Speaker.
When you think about it, right? We know that we can tell March or April, mid-March, April, basically in the spring, right? But they call it New Year's now, right? And when you further think about it, we can tell what 1 o'clock to say that it's a new year. But technically, we are already in the new year because we know the new day starts sunset to sunset. You see? But because the wicked and rulership, according to Esau calendar, the new year is in the 1201. You see what he said?
Go on.
Right? 12:01 in the middle of the night. Which we know the New Year actually started around springtime. That's between March.
Done.
All right. Then as we move. God, the say as we move. My lesson on bring out is, what I mean,
Speak up.
what else to expect and what to expect, I would pretty much say in 2023. You know what I mean? We say the year of hell. You know what I mean? Because you're an analyst, that's what they deeming next year to be. You know what I mean? We've been sounding the alarm, warning our people long enough, but they ain't have no clue for their sins. And we are going to continue to do it as the watchmen for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Even though our people are stiff-necked and rebellious, and they crazy, they ain't have no clue for their sins. We giving them warning, but they ain't checking. They focusing still on this festive period, this last couple of seconds in so-called 2022.
You know what I mean? They're in the house of mirth. But guess what? Reality is going to hit them soon. And when they will want answers, it will be too late, like we all saying, because guess what? 2023 is going to bring, it's going to be nothing like they never experienced before. It's going to, like the brother say, a humbling experience. All right? You heard it from the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay? We ain't going to be like these Christians singing Kumbaya, and we know all kind of destruction coming, ain't no peace coming.
God.
All right? But before we get into some prediction, all right, you know, I get an article, you know, me and the brothers going over it during our fellowship, but I can bring it on again. Because you are to see my scholar and another devil. This is on a podcast talking about the end times and the great tribulation. All right. But guess what? These are devils. And they see what's coming, right? They see what's coming soon. Guess what? The children of this world in their generation are wiser than the children of the light, because guess what? Esau knows some things of what's going on, but Jake just asleep. All right, they're not deep sleep. The brother said that American dream, don't know shit. All right, they don't know what's going on. What we've been saying, what this devil spoke about, the prophets of Yahweh have been declaring these shit a long time. All right, but who would believe our report, like Isaiah said? Anybody can listen to us. All right, we've been telling you or what's coming. So I'm gonna just go into this article briefly and on what this devil was talking about the end times, you know what I mean, or what to expect, you know, next year, you know what I mean, the year of Phil. It says Health Ranger report world nearing great tribulation period. Tom Hughes tell Mike Adams. It says the world is now close to great tribulation period according to Bible prophecy. End times, Tom Hughes. All right, and guess what? We are near more to that time. And we know that time is according to the Bible. All right? It's going to be a time like this earth never seen before. We going through tribulation period. We going through tribulation now, but we know we in the tribulation now, but it's going to amp up. Okay? If brother, you could get a scripture, you know that's the scripture you want. Can. Okay? And we in the know, we are aware of what time that is, the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay? Okay? These people don't know what's coming. Okay, brother, you can bring the scripture up.
All right, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. It reads, at that time Michael shall stand up, and the great prince which shall stand for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
Can. And that time is going to take place very soon, because guess what? There's going to be a time this earth never seen before. That's the great tribulation period. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, and the only ones who are going to get delivered is the elect. Because they can be so bad, the Archangel Michael and the Yahushai has to step in. Because they can be a nasty order killing. The brother say, a nasty order killing soon. Okay, what you expect for 2023? These people have all kind of aspiration. It's going to be a lot of death, more high mortality rate, very things to come on this earth. Okay?
God, the way we just read this, what the brother posted KDC.
God.
You know, he says, technology terrorist 2023, he still got them 2/3 minds blind.
God, bro.
You know, Sirach 19:26. There's a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit. But as he saw,
You know
that he saw, boy, what? You damn right, brother. All right, and the brother go when he get in a little bit, he's gonna bring out some prediction, you know, for 2023. You know, that this devil ain't have nothing good planned for us.
No.
All right, verse 27, cast down his countenance that make him as if he heard not, where he is not known.
Right.
He will do the mischief before thou be aware. You see that yet? You damn right. You understand? Esau love you in a trick bag, and when you damn catch yourself a too late.
Too late.
You understand? You'll be destroyed.
You know that?
You know?
Mozart be here and gone.
Yeah, buddy. Verse 28. And if for want of power he be hindered from sinning, yet when he findeth opportunity, he will do evil. You understand?
Yeah.
You're damn right.
That's it,
But
brother.
he can help that. You know, because he was created to be the wicked. And he doing a damn good job.
Mhm.
You know? Sirach 12 and 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh into wild beasts?
That's it.
You know?
That's
If you
it.
damn play with a snake and you get bite, you luck for that.
You look for that is correct.
You understand? All right. Verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but his heart, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. He will, God, he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity,
God.
he will not be satisfied with blood. You damn right, boy.
God.
That's the devil.
Yeah.
You understand? That's what we was going into a little earlier today. Yeah. You understand? This devil want your damn whole body, mind, everything.
Yeah.
So bloody ain't enough.
No.
You understand? He want to rule you what?
You know that?
Okay? I just can read off these
What,
precepts,
brother?
brother. You know, Matthew 24:37, brother. Love you. But as the days of Noah, so shall Salakia, but as the days of Noah, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be.
Yeah, quick.
And guess what? We seeing that happen right now.
Right
That's
now?
what they do.
You understand? 'Cause everybody, damn, who ain't in them holiday houses like they stated earlier, the club party and that.
Yeah.
You understand? The concert and shit.
Yeah.
You understand? You think they have time for the Lord? No, what? They singing in them holiday churches this time, so next year I may be gone.
Yeah.
You know, that's every year thing they said, you know?
Yeah.
You know, after two sing.
Yeah.
You know, that would after two sing. Yeah, boy. God, it says verse 38, was in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until Noah entered into the ark.
Mhm.
You know, but hey, you ain't got long here, boy, so these things need to hurry up and pop. You know?
God.
Yeah, boy. Beautiful precept, brother. Beautiful precept you got here.
Yeah, he's knocking on them some good precepts.
Yeah, boy.
Comment, boy.
39. What this? I knew not the flood came until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. I said he could hit him with surprise coming as a thief for the night.
God.
That's it.
All right. Ezekiel 7 and 5 and 6. He says, thus said the Lord power and evil, and only evil, behold, is come, and the end is come. The end is come. It will what for thee? Behold, it is come. God, you know, he say, yeah, God, he doing his job. God, you damn right he doing his job because he's created to be the wicked.
God.
You know what? Guess what? He damn good at his job, bud. You know that. You know, he have what you call God-given talent. You see,
That's what he would take that talent with that athleticism. He give Esau talent to be the wicked.
You damn right.
To be that snake in the grass, you know, cunning,
Got it. Got it.
subtle.
You know?
God.
So our people would
He give
do what they do in partying and inside those holiday houses. Not knowing that these are projection with the brother going and do it now is gonna catch them off guard. Okay? That right now that are not all in their thoughts. You know, like the app say, okay, they better party now because they ain't sure they can be at the next year. You see?
So like most of these jakes, they think the Mosaic coming to give out flowers and nuts, man. And gifts, man. You know, so they think the coming of Mashiach is a happy day.
they
You know what I mean?
expecting this sweet Jesus this Prince of Peace. That's what they teaching and preaching in church. Okay, this loving Jesus. He loves God, so loved the world, and they don't know what word they're talking about. You know, they don't know nothing about the Messiah, or who they are and who the enemy is. Okay,
God,
so with that,
Gone.
they're lost with everything.
you
They
know,
have no knowledge or no understanding of that.
I think we lost our Slaki and we lost our brothers again now, so. They cut out again. So you can continue.
God, that's how you want.
So yeah, man, back in the article, it says, the world is now close to the Great Tribulation period according to Bible prophecy and end times expert. All right, and we, like I say, we near the time of Jacob trouble, and it is Bible prophecy, like the Edomite says. So how long we been saying these things, starting with the apostles and elders, we on down? How long we been saying these things, man? Okay. It says, we are not in the tribulation period, but I believe we are exceptionally close to it. The Bible gives us many signs to look for so we can be aware of the day in which we live, and we are close, he told the health ranger, Mike Adams, during a recent episode. And yes, we are in the tribulation period. We are in the end times. All right, but it will turn up. We know the hour of temptation is so near. Okay, it's so near. The brother brought it up beautiful lesson today. Going in, Esau 666. You break it down.
God.
I do mayor. He
I
broke
do
it down.
God.
Okay, he broke it down. Give you the understanding. Jake, he don't cloak for their sins. Speaking about the MOTV, and Yahweh Shai gave us the signs to look for his second coming, and that's how we know we're close. You know what I mean? Jacob's trouble is so near. So let's get some of the signs. You know what I mean? I'll get Matthew 24 and 3, brother.
God, right here. Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
God, and we seeing all kind of signs that shows that Yahweh Shai is on his way. Okay, but these people don't believe Yahweh Shai is on his way. The brother brought that scripture like in the days of Noah. All right. You know what I mean? That's the Son of Man is on his way. That's okay.
God. Right, in verse 4 says, And Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
That's it, brother.
That's it.
You know, and we know that those who are going to be deceived are going to be laden with all manner of unrighteousness.
Right.
It is sin.
Right.
You understand? So they're going to think that, hey, the MOTB, all right, and Esau is the way.
Right.
Because this man coming with all deceivableness.
Right.
God.
All right?
Right.
That's what
God, like I said, it says Yahweh Shai, is on his way. We know that we are the end of the world, meaning the end of an age. And you look at that word world, it means eon. Yeah, that's the word world means age. And when you look at it, because who's ruling? The biblical Edomites. That's who's ruling. Esau, Edom, we are at the end of their rulership. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Read that scripture again in verse 4, brother.
God. Matthew 24 and 4. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
Right. So Yahweh Shai wants us to discern, because that's what take heed means, to discern or to have the power of understanding. That's when you go into that word take heed, have the power of understanding. And the only way is through these scriptures. All right, that's how you get the power of understanding, that no man deceives you, because people are being deceived. And we don't want to be numbered among them. All right, these people are being deceived and they're going to be taken. All right, read on down to verse 6, brother.
All right, verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Mashiach, and shall deceive many. All right, is he coming with all those lying wonders and those damn miracles and all them shit, according to 2 Thessalonians 2 and 10. You know, if I could just read that from.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. With the Spirit.
All right. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians. All right. Yeah, 2 Thessalonians 2, and it started 9. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and sign and lying wonders. Right? It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
Right.
You understand? For this cause the Most High shall set them in strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. In verse 12 it says, that they might all be damned, which is destroyed, who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
Right, brother.
You understand? You see that? So that's how they're gonna be deceived. Truly same lying wonders, these miracles.
That's it,
Okay?
brother.
And we going into that earlier in the day. So when you get a chance, you could always go back and watch our video earlier today. All right? Matthew 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Gone. So from the year started, basically, it was Russia and Ukraine. Then you had, the rumors of war. You had China, Taiwan. You know what I mean? And other rumors of wars.
God, you have Israel and Syria.
Gone. See, there you go. So the Lord said, see that you be not frightened, for all these things is necessary. These must happen, and the end is not yet. So all these things is necessary, right? Read on, brother.
All right.
And all these is the signs that Yahweh is on his way in the end times. All right? Read on, brother.
Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famine and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
God. So nation shall rise against nation, in particular, the Edomites, potent voices the West, kingdom against kingdom, Russia voices Ukraine, okay, and famine. Famine is on its way. We can go a little bit into that, that's one of the predictions that's on its way, because, all right, the Most High is going to bring more, pestilence along the way too, because the CV-19 is more to come. I might as well tell you, it's more to come with this devil. The Most High is going to use this devil to send more pestilences along the way. You know what I mean? And the one right now is that bird flu.
Right.
All right, killing all kind of birds and things. You know what I mean? So we have all kind of signs that the Lord gave us. Then you get the earthquakes. I do a research that said earthquakes. The United States Geological Survey witnessed 1,217 earthquakes with a magnitude of 4.0 and above in June 2022. See how much earthquakes were transpired then?
Yeah.
So the signs are there. So the times are getting worse, and Yahweh is on his way. And we the prophets speaking prophecy, because this is the spirit we are in now. Watch this, right, brother? Revelation 19 and 10, brother. This is the spirit we are in.
Spirit of prophecy.
That's it, brother.
This is the book of Revelation 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh. Worship the Most High. For the testimony of Yahweh is the spirit of prophecy.
God. So we have the spirit of Yahweh, and that's why we are aware of what's happening in the world. It's all about prophecy. And guess what this devil's saying? What the prophet's been saying? It's going to get bad out here very soon for a lot of you people, and a lot of you niggas, and a lot of you wicked ass women.
God.
But people won't take our word for it. People despise the prophets and talk a lot of shit. But guess what? These are same people are going to be taken in time to come. All right? All these plagues are going to catch them off guard. All right? We've been saying all these things, so we can tell you more what to expect in 2023. All right? Let's go back in the article, right? It says, we are experiencing the build up to it. It says, when you look at the book of Revelation, it teaches we can look both at the Old Testament and New Testament. The Bible is very clear. The closer you get to the tribulation period, everything is going to start to take place faster and faster. All right, buddy, you can get Isaiah 34 and 16.
God.
All right, because you get stupid people, some crazy Israelites don't believe that. You know what I mean? They believe in the Old Testament, they believe in the New Testament, they believe in the New Testament. Then they discredit the Old Testament.
God.
You understand? It's all one book because none of the prophecies is going to fail.
God.
Read on, brother.
This is Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want or make, for my mouth had commanded it, and my spirit it had gathered them.
God, none of what shall fail. The prophecies in the Old Testament and in the New Testament and in the Apocryphal book, because whatever comes of the Lord mouth, will what? Will not return unto him void.
God, you know that.
And the Heavenly Father is what? Not a man that he should lie. Okay? So the Most High ain't a man you should lie. Okay? So guess what? You know what I mean? These are times we're heading into. It says, back in the article, it says, Hughes added that the building of a global empire and an increase of pestilence and economic catastrophe are coming.
God.
So if you better prepare your mind, all right? And how do you prepare your mind? What you should do when these evils should come? You really can't do nothing. Brother, you get that scripture 2nd Ezra 16:18, brother.
God.
Okay? It says, increase of pestilences and economic catastrophe are coming. Now you get this. This is a Edomite scholar saying this. We the prophets of Yahweh Qam Yasharahla, we've been telling you these things is coming, right? Okay? Go ahead, brother.
God, this is the book of 2nd Ezra 16 and 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Read it again, Bible Kusha.
All right, that's 2nd Ezra 16 and 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
The beginning of sorrows and great mourning. There's going to be a lot of mourning in 2023.
God.
Okay? Great sorrows coming to this earth. You don't understand? Everybody in their earth now, but it's going to take them by surprise what the Lord have coming to this earth. Okay? Everybody having a good time. Watch. It's going to knock them right off their feet. The Heavenly Father's a man. Like I always say, he follow. And the Most High, the way I do things, you know what I mean? Knock people off their feet because they wasn't anticipating, you know what I mean, that first pandemic to come. So the Most High is going to knock these people right off their feet. You know what I mean? It says the beginning of famine and great death. I'm going to show you why famine is coming too. In one of these predictions, the beginning of wars, you know what I mean? A lot of down wars, race wars, civil wars, all kind of wars coming before the ultimate war, World War III. And the power shall stand and fear at the beginning of evils, meaning bad times. So a lot of bad times coming on this earth. What shall I do when these evils shall come? What could you do? You know what I mean? We're preparing ourselves now spiritually. All right? We're preparing ourselves spiritually. So I can go into the predictions now to the spirit and power, more on the prediction to the spirit and power of Yahweh Qam Yasharahla.
God. Yeah, from the comment board, KDC, you have 2nd Ezra 9 and 6. It says, even so the times also the highest have plain beginnings, and wonders and powerful works and endings and signs, ending in effects and signs. All right, the brother going into some of the signs now. You understand? All right, here Proverbs 29 and 1. He that being often reproved hard in his neck, suddenly, either hard in his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. That's what if you haven't damn listen, that's it. Scriptures they all that hate me love death. All right. Said Isaiah 30 and 12. Wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. The Most High, what? reading it as that chill through my spine. What?
God.
Beautiful precept, bro.
Mhm.
God.
God.
All right, you got it, bro.
So yeah, man. Going into the predictions, right? It says I have here. It says inflation and bailouts and zombie stimulus. It says as the zombie economy continues to fail, governments will resort to physical stimulus to try to prop up the appearance of a functioning economic ecosystem. Despite the deflationary impacts of the population and engineered demand destruction, inflation will substantially worsen in 2023. And I predict that some foods will double in price over the next year. Watch for governments to find new excuses to pump money into the failing system. Pension bailouts, slave reparation payments, tax refunds, and other stimulus vectors. In reality, millions of American workers will lose their jobs in 2023 as the consumer demand plummets and an economic depression far beyond a recession takes hold.
Yeah.
It's good, Slakim. It's gonna be a whole lot of mess this year, man. If the job, Slakim, doesn't hurt you or doesn't kill you, you can imagine inflation is going to, because you won't be able to eat. And then another thing that's coming, food, high prices of food. You can't be able to find the necessities to afford the necessities. You know what I mean? If you know, so if you don't got, if you don't with the mosaic, you're finished, man.
God.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Like the scripture saying, what should you do when these evils shall come?
God. Just like with the king over there in Babylon. Okay, what they're doing is printing a lot of money over there, right? Just like that.
Giving all these stimulant packets, you know what I mean? Like the corn, like the economy, everything doing good, you know what I mean?
Right. And that is some trillion plus dollars.
That's it.
You see? And that just money what they just print off there just like that.
Right.
You see?
Right.
But what China and Russia are doing, they put their stock
Locking it with gold.
in just gold. Okay, so the U.S. with these money they printing and whatnot, their value, okay, the value has no substantiation or to be able to equate with the value that is of the gold of Russia. Yeah. So trading or any kind of interaction with these nations and whatnot.
It's the fall. It's the fall. It's just the fall in the Babylon system. It's being done from the
they're looking at another recession, a good recession.
See, Babylon, the devil, as we know, he's so kind. So he's gonna print this money, right? Trying to cross the dollar to crash. This is why he opened the CBDCs to come in and to replace. You see? So he's gonna cause the financial system to basically crash to bring in the CBDCs.
Right, but remember now, all this has to happen in order for prophecy to be fulfilled.
Exactly.
You know, because chaos, all this shit have to happen. Let me back you up, brother, what you saying. All right, this second Ezra 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So all kind of shit is gonna be going on, but your neighbor who you've been damn knowing for years. All right.
2023, yeah, turn up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man, I was going into, physical stimulus, is measures are one of the standard prescription for allocating funds to an economy in crisis. That's what they do. You see, when during that pandemic, they is giving all them stimulus packets and all them thousands of dollars, everybody get that. And this economy failing, man.
Okay.
So, like the article says, so inflation will worsen in 2023. So guess what? What you paying for now will double the price over next year. So if the price of an egg is $7, it will likely mostly like $14 for a price egg.
A carton of egg right now is $10.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
$10, right?
$10.
So you might be paying $20 next year.
Yeah, that's what a dozen in Nassau is almost $13 a dozen.
Okay, then you might be paying $26 next year.
Yeah. All right, the brother KDC again. Say recession. hyperinflation, cut.
God,
Gas price through the roof. Said Jake went to the bank and couldn't withdraw his own. You know, because they probably his own funds,
Yeah.
own money.
Yeah.
That's some shit, boy.
Yeah, it's turning up,
yeah,
bro.
boy.
It's turning up.
God, remember a couple of months ago over there in China, they had the same problem. Can't withdraw their money.
So some of these jigs, you know what's going to happen. You can't get their money. You're going to jump off building, suicidal.
Yeah,
They
man.
going to
You
steal,
know,
they going to kill, they going to rob. You know?
That suicide rate's going up, boy. Yeah, that's it, brother.
Yeah, God.
Okay. Well, you could get Revelation, the 6th chapter, verse 5. Start with 5.
God, this is Revelation 6 and 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, "Come and see." And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand.
God. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, "Come and see." And I beheld a black horse. And that black represents dark times. Dark times. That's what is upon on this earth. Dark times. All right? Dark time in this prophecy. That was to come. Read on, brother.
God, verse 6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, "A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hate not the oil and the wine."
God. It says a measure of wheat for a penny, right? And that penny is going into denarius, meaning 10. You know what I mean? 10 asses. All right? So,
A day's wages.
God. So, what you paying for bread now, you might have to pay that 10 times more for that bread.
Yeah.
10 times more for that bread, right? For that one bread. All right?
Right, you back.
Also,
It's a lock in. That's probably Pastor Project down there screaming.
no, man, that's the prince of the power of the hell. You know, every time you bring on something, he's always do that shit. So, even the eggs and other shit, so the prices are going to be outrageous soon, man. All right? It says here, a measure of wheat for a penny and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. All right? Because the only ones that are not going to be affected in these dark times is the elect. They're the ones who ain't going to be affected by this, you know what I mean? Because the Most High He servant shall eat, man.
God, you know that.
Because we've been suffering. We know that it's a suffer hard.
God.
Okay? We know this is suffer and go without food in our cupboard. And, you know, if people go without food in their cupboard for a day, they're going to increase it.
God.
You know what I mean?
You know, but us, we day to day.
That's it.
You know, even the Lord said, we pray the Lord give us our daily bread. Okay, we ain't taking no thought for tomorrow. You know, because tomorrow has his own problems.
That's it, brother.
You see? We can serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushua now. You know, in spirit and in truth.
If I can make a... Everything good? If I can make a quick point, you know, when we's going on this, we expounding on this these predictions last week. Last week, right? We going on this last week. These predictions. Week before last, you know, we spoke about one of the predictions, exploding infertility and stillbirths. And guess what? Let me say this. The Most High so bad, he done start manifesting it. You know, the Most High Yahweh Hashem, this one a prediction because, you know, I had a family member, you know what I mean, being in that position, stillbirth. You know what I mean? And these people, they going to take the hokey pokey. You know what I mean? These are the kind of things that's going to happen very soon. I mean, these happening and it's going to, you know, intensify. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? Over there in the UK, you know, over there, I heard, you know, a lot of people being infertile can't have children. Because, you know, that's one of the high, over there, the high rate, you know what I mean? For those who take that shit. Okay? But now, we go into another one. It says, crop failures worsening food scarcity. It says, global fertilizer production is off by an estimated 40%. It says, crop yields are already suffering due to water vapor in the atmosphere caused by the Tonga volcano explosion in January. And we all, ultimately, we know that's off the Most High. It says, which trust the water,
God, God.
It says, which trust the water vapor in the mastosphere that's over there in the heavens, you know what I mean? All right, well above the stratosphere. This water vapor reflects sunlight, reducing the amount of light reaching the crops on the surface of the earth. So if the crops ain't getting sufficient sunlight, you know what that means, right? That's problems. And the brother could attest to why he said, you know what I mean? While also cooling the globe, right now, crop yields in the southern hemisphere are substantially impacted by this phenomenon, with some regions reporting up to 50% reduction in crop yields. It says other regions are reporting less severe reductions, such as 20%. Reducing sunlight even a little shortens growing season and reduces crop yields.
Right, because the plants need the sun to grow.
Exactly. It says this combined with global fertilizer scarcity means crop in 23 and for several years thereafter will experience severe drop in yields, leading to global scarcity and food inflation. So next year, you could expect farming to come, you know, in a major way. Because it says here, leading to food scarcity. So with your big belly, eating all that, you could have a variety of things on your plate. This pagan period during this time, you ain't gonna have that next year. Brother, you can get that scripture again, 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, brother. All right, you have 10 things on your plate. You ain't gonna get it no more this year. You ain't gonna get it no more next year.
Well, you gotta eat by measure.
God, it's a lot here, right? That's how you say that, right? On the past so-called birth of Jesus.
Jesus' birthday. Yes.
Jesus' birthday. You know, we had a little dinner, you know. Just like how we always have dinner, you know. And my auntie, she came over. My sister, she just fixed a few, you know, items. And this is what she did. She counted all of the items on the plate. And she recorded that. And you know what she said? She gotta have more than that. You see? So it's like just like the ark say, okay, all the stuff on the plate. Okay, next year coming now, you might have that.
Yeah.
You see?
Salah.
Lock him. Right, you can be listening.
All right, this is Ezekiel 4 and 16. And under what the brother Zion was saying, it says, Lord, he said unto me, Behold, I will bring the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight, and with care, and they shall drink water by measure of astonishment, that they, Salakia, and when the scriptures say they shall eat bread by weight and by measure, not going into what the brother was saying, they're going to be rationed when they eat. All right, you had another mouthful of water a while ago, no more water, maybe another 5-6 hours from now. Same thing with the food. Like the brother was saying now, this time of year, they eat these big plate of food with 2 or 3 and 4 different type of meat. And you know, or they have 3 or 4 different type of meat. 2 or 3 of them abominable anyhow.
Yeah.
So we know it's going to get rougher and more rougher. All right, but read the next picture. Done. It's verse 17. That they may want bread and water and be a stone. And be a stone one with another and consume away for their iniquity.
Gone.
Right. 2nd Ezra 16 and 19, brother.
All right, this is the book of 2nd Ezra 16 and 19. It says, Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
God, it says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, right? And this for the Most High to cut your niggas' ass and your woman ass. All right? Because you won't be harlots and you won't be friggin' wicked niggas. Okay, the Most High gonna punish you all. All right? And them scourges for amendment for because you're all too friggin' wicked. You know what I mean? The Most High gotta correct his people, boy.
God.
All right? The Most High gotta correct these people. But y'all still ain't gonna repent when the Most High busting your last anyhow. All right? Read verse 20, brother.
All right, verse 20. But for all these things, they shall not turn away from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
So even during that time of famine when they can't find nothing to eat, you know, they still ain't gonna repent. All right? Still, even when they astonished at their last meal, they ain't gonna repent. They can still find a way to be wicked. All right? All right, because they just laden with iniquity, you know what I mean? All right, and a lot of people don't really, it says, nor be all those mindful of the scourges, right? A lot of people ain't really know what's going on anyhow. But the Most High busting the ass. All right? A lot of people ain't really know what's going on, all right? Okay, so let me get this last one, right? You know, in this Balcony's prediction, right? It says here, you know, it says banking restrictions on withdrawals of cash. Okay, you can imagine, right? You go into the ATM, you can't withdraw your own money. You get a limit, like you only can withdraw $50. You sign, you want $1,000 or the bank, you want to withdraw $1,000. You can't get that. Okay, that's what's happening. That's gonna be happening soon. You know what I mean? Because guess what? I see the other day, right? You could imagine, I work for my money. I put my check in the bank. I gotta wait till the bank ready to give me my money while I wait for. You can see some shitty. I gotta wait on the bank to clear my money while I wait for. All right. It says this is already taking place in Nigeria, where bank customers are limited to withdrawals of just $45 a day of their own money. As more government and central banks push into digital currencies, watch them to make dealing with cash in more banks more painful. So you could expect this to be more painful. We get one ATM down here. You can imagine if that ain't operational, everybody going crazy. We saw that the other day. The brother could have yesterday. He was a live event. You know what I mean? Chaos. That's what can happen, and that's what's coming to this place. Because they're gonna get more chaotic out here. All right. People can't access their funds to buy food in their house. It's gonna be carnage. A man can have no pity upon his neighbor, boy. Okay.
Punch him down.
Okay then.
Yeah,
Go ahead, brother.
yeah, this is from the comment board again, KDC 3. He says, 2/3 be boiling and eating the flesh of their own kids in that day.
God.
You're damn right.
God,
Because there ain't gonna be no food.
like the brother Bashar would say, you better yak that complete season out. So if you stock up anything, you better stock up that complete season.
You know, drink like Mary season. They have the hot sauce too. Yeah, but Jeremiah 7:8, it said, behold, ye trust in lying words that cannot profit. You know, he said, look what just happened in Babylon. Temperature dropped, enough things die, including the crops. That's what the brother was going into, and he's absolutely right. This man flip. You will have people dying off. You know, bitch, that was judgment. Huh? All right. He said, chicken, cow, oranges, etc. You know, have all different kind of crops and shit. Die, basically freeze. You know. And he goes here.
I said, I'll come back here. I got a quick precept.
Yes, good. Go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
Yes, the book of Ezekiel, chapter 5 and 16. But you know, the Most High don't say something to take it back. He means what he said he's going to do. Like I said, it's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 5 and 16. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction. You know, the Most High plainly mean that. And which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you. So we know 2023 is going to be a harsh year when in terms of looking to buy food. Hyperinflation, even though the price is going to go up, and then it's going to get to a point whereby certain food products you're looking for, you ain't going to find it. All right? Ezekiel chapter 5 and 16, when the Most High say, and I will increase the famine upon you, and I will break the staff of your bread. So will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord, have spoken it. So the Most High ain't playing. You can see that according to the scripture that the Most High have a list of things in his arsenal to take out 2/3 of our people. Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai ain't playing. But we know that famine is going to come back in a major way.
And you know, what the author saying, you know, this is Ecclesiastes 85, which says, "Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerning both time and judgment." You know, us who are occupied inside prophecies and occupied inside these scriptures, we can recognize the times afoot. You know, we know about the things that are about to happen. You see, but the foolish people out there, you know, they can feel the full brunt of this evil what's going on. You see, the 2/3 of our people can feel the full brunt of it. See, we who in this truth, you know, we can feel it too, you know. But the difference is, we know it's coming. You see, the only thing we have to do is keep our faith. You see, when we go down to verse 6, it says, "Because to every purpose there is time and judgment. Therefore, the misery of man is great upon them." And the misery can be unholy. Misery can be everywhere. But what separates us from the 2/3, you know, is that we have to keep the faith. See, what separates us is our faith. You see, they ain't got no foundation. They faith in built on no solid foundation. So when these evils come, they can waver. You see, that's why we pray the Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, you know, make steadfast our faith for the times to come.
And I have a precept to go with that, to go pertaining to the incoming farming in 2023, because that is going to happen. All right, because you know throughout the year we've done lessons pertaining to lack of water, which is drought. All right, lack of wheat and fertilizer to grow crops, and heat waves. All right, so this is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and 9. All right, it reads, it says, "They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken for want of the fruits of the field." Okay, so it's better to be put to death, all right, by the modern day sword, all right, the gun, or someone just killing you one shot, than to pine away from hunger. And the most power we know we have a lot of things in this arsenal, and hunger is one of the most devastating ways that it can put you to death. All right.
God. So like here, right? That's the worst way to be put to death on the books.
God, you know that.
You know, for your body to feed on itself. That's a slow and painful process.
Right.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah, man. The second Ezra 16 and 21, it says, "Behold, victuals shall be so cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion." So everything is good now because you still could go in the store and purchase items at a reasonable price. All right, you and your murder and your complacent. So even then shall because victuals should be so good upon earth that they think themselves to be in good case. So you think you in a good case right now? You feeling good? Even then shall evils go upon earth, and the bad times is going upon earth because famine is coming. Like brother's talking, you know that's what we going on. Famine is coming. Like famine is along the way. Famine is coming on this earth. Okay, so you get your big belly waiting on that big five course meal next year this time, so or the start of the year. Guess what? Hey, you got a lot of plans because you gotta be astounded the way you're eating, or when you ain't gonna have to eat like that. Okay. It says, verse 22, "For many that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger of the sword is destroyed."
Slack you.
So that is
Go ahead, brother.
you know, when the scripture say the chips are being so good cheap, that's like, for example, right now, right, they said to go to Kentucky and buy a 3-piece or 5-piece or an 8-piece at a good price, right? And right now, even dealing with the food supplies, until it gets skyrocketed, because we got into an article a few weeks back They wasn't able to plant no rice for the last, what, 2 years or so. So we know we're looking to see rice and all go up sky high. But the scripture says it shouldn't be so good cheap. They can go to McDonald's and probably still spend $2 or $3 and get 2 or 3 burgers. So they ain't stopping to consider their ways to say, well, okay, things gonna get bad because it's still so cheap whereby it's affordable, not knowing that while these things still at that price, we in hyperinflation and so directly, you ain't gonna be able to find these things. Because if you can't find poultry and beef in the food stores, what are you gonna talk when you're going to Wendy's or McDonald's to buy a freaking burger?
Yeah.
But you know, Jay, don't stop to consider their ways. That's why it's gonna come upon them like a thief in the night, and they're gonna get caught with their pants down. They're gonna shit bricks. Like we say, get that complete season because you're gonna be eating the flesh of your sons and your daughters.
God, you know, and speaking about that beef, I'm having a shortage of that because the livestock farmers, you know, they could barely find feed to feed their cows. You understand? And then on top of that, you have that drought, so ain't no rain to even grow no pasture to feed the animals. You know, so the price of beef gonna shoot up sky high. The price of steak, shit, even damn corned beef. You know,
That's it.
I remember a few months ago, all those food processing plants, them businesses been burned down.
burning down, right?
These all can get them synthetic food.
They want to create meat out of thin air. You know,
You want grow, you want meat. Give them give them some of your DNA. They grow it. They grow meat from your DNA. And eat that. Or you sound sick.
that's right.
God, brother, get Jeremiah 6:19. Let me show you what the Lord is going to bring to this place.
This is Jeremiah 6:19.
Right, yeah, Jeremiah 6:19.
This is Jeremiah 6:19.
This is our people.
Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their doing, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it.
And that's to our people. You Israelites out here. You know what I mean? You Negroes, Latinos, you Native Americans, and particularly you right now, you Bahamians. You all reject the words of the Lord. So now, y'all can suffer. You've been warned from the prophets, and the time is winding down. So, hey, you want to have no cloak for your sins? The prophets being under the warn you and tell you all these times of what is coming on this earth. All right? You prepare yourself. A lot of debt, not a lot of killing. All right? Famine is on its way. A lot of everything the Lord is going to bring to kill you niggas and punish you people. The Lord is going to punish a lot of you people in time to come. Okay? So you better repent and seek the Lord God before it's too late. Or death coming to you. All right? Death coming to you. Hey, brother.
God. Yeah, man. The brothers from GMS Nassau Camp. You know, you got something?
Yeah, they could ask. So lock in, brothers.
Got it.
With that,
No, we asking if y'all got something. We done here. We all have something.
Got it. Y'all can hear us, right?
Clear.
I can touch it, next short article. Hopefully be fine.
Come on. Come.
I brought this out last week. I can do it again because this thing is still in effect as of now. Articles still coming out talking about this thing, so I can bring it out for more edification. This article is entitled "Declares War on Experimented People, likens them to murderers by calling them a major killing force globally." And as we know that the unexperimented are those who didn't take the juice. No, I gotta use certain words to the wisdom, but those in the know, if you know, you know. Uh, and these people from the World Health Organization is basically telling the world that the unexperimented are the ones causing deaths among the people. And when in all actuality, it's the people who are experimented on, those lab rats, because there were articles posted before telling you that those people are the ones shedding, those people are the ones getting the other people sick and causing them to get certain sickness and diseases, you know. But the article further reads says, World Health Organization published a video to its Twitter page recently that basically calls on experimented people murderers. The clip features the infamous Dr. Hotez declaring that anti jump shot people is anti science aggression. Hotez also stated that those who refuse Crown Royal jump shots specifically are almost certain to be far right politically. As cringeworthy as this statements are, Hotez really went off the rails when he categorized the unvaccinated as a major killing force globally. So Hotez, he telling the people that those who are unexperimented on are the ones who killing the people. But if that's the case, why they requiring unexperimented blood in such a high demand? If we are the killing force, why you want our blood? It goes to show you how ignorant these devils are. These devils are contradicting themselves. Right.
All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 58 and 3. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they are born, speaking lies. All right, so that contradiction of Dr. Hotez, who is one of the lead doctors in the WHO, the World Health Organization, he's one of their key doctors or their key speakers. All right, but him being an Edomite, we know he born speaking lies. So all through this article, you would hear him contradicting himself.
Right. Hold on, sir. Done. The good reads, Hotez is saying, in other words, is that living as an unexperimented person is responsible for the deaths of others, who are mostly juiced up people. If juices really work, as Hotez and others claim they do, then the unexperimented would be a threat to none other than themselves, which is correct. So if the so-called jump shots that can stop you from getting this pestilence, if it's so good, only the people who are unexperimented would be a danger to themselves. But guess what? The unexperimented people ain't the ones who dropping down dead. We ain't the ones who getting these different diseases such as certain things to our immune system. You know, we are the ones who are still standing strong, and we are the ones who are still healthy in the end.
So now we are still the ones with whose blood is in high demand.
Done.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and 7. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away.
Done. So it goes to show you how this devil is just telling you sweet words, but in the end, his inward thought is still to take you out. Because a lesson about today at camp was telling you how this devil still wants you to take this charisma. So he is still pushing that agenda so that our people would fall under his mental perception to be under his system. These devils wants to play God so bad, you know. the article further reads, Ortez says not getting the Crown Royal jump shot is deadlier than gun violence, terrorism, cyber attacks, and nuclear proliferation.
You ever any shit that?
It's crazy, man.
Not taking the Beetlejuice is more deadly than what part of them get up?
Ortez says not getting the Crown Royal jump shot is deadlier than gun violence,
Gun violence,
terrorism,
terrorism, right?
cyber attacks,
Cyber attack,
and nuclear proliferation.
nuclear proliferation. You know what devil here they done, right?
Yeah.
Real mad scientists.
Yeah. So he basically telling you that the unexperimented people are more dangerous than a ICBM missile.
Salakia, brother, Salakia. Go ahead.
Don't talk.
Ramya, right? I seen this clip with Kamala Harris, right? And one of her speech, she said that all who filling up the hospitals over there are those who took the jump shot, and all who are dying are those who took the jump shot.
She said that.
She said that.
Time.
I got a quick reset, brother.
Yeah, I need to bring it up.
All right. Just the back of what you said, right? Yeah, you said they said the unjuice, causing all this death, right? And higher than gun violence and nukes and all of that, right? What is right? This Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but wall is in his eye. God. His word was softer than oil, yet they drawn sword. All right, and they using that medical sword.
Huh?
Yeah.
So you know, Esau saying, well, I can kill plenty of them. You know, so he just like the scripture said, he bring it over smooth.
That's it. And those ones who being destroyed, are the ones who are being deceived. You see what I saying?
Yeah.
All right. You got it, brother.
Back to y'all. Brothers.
God, further reads, it says, keep in mind that it is now widely understood, even by some who took the jump shots and now regret it, that juice, injuries, and deaths are both permanent and painfully obvious to anyone with eyes and a working brain. So now in this piece of the article, he's telling you, after he stated that the unexperimented people are the ones causing the deaths, are a major killing force globally. He goes and tells you now in this part of the article that the jump shots are really the things that are killing the people. So it goes to show you what these devils are contradicting themselves in his own article. Being one of the leaders of the World Health Organization, he knows everything what's going on. So he have this information, he could put this out there,
God, and they know the shit killing people.
God.
But this devil so crafty, he uses his media, witchcraft, and also to incite fear upon people to cause more people who ain't take that shit to want to take it. You know what? We're going to give you a terrorist because you ain't take this. A suicide bomber because you ain't take this.
God.
And this devil uses his witchcraft, which is the media, to get people to submit to his will. But guess what? We are not ignorant of Satan's devices. So hopefully that, Lord's willing, we be a part of that number.
People going up there and make themselves uncircumcised. They going up there and make themselves, they can say the holy covenant of Yahweh Shai. Same way how they did it back in the days of the Maccabees. When it came down to heathenistic worship. And you know why people going there, they choose to serve an idol over the true power. They choose to serve, a dumb idol over the true power. They join it. So that,
What, bro?
they joined themselves, basically made a covenant with the devil.
Can't selling their soul.
Exactly, that's exactly what they do. Because that's like one of the brothers them from I think it's IUIC. Say when he going out there and he take that, he feel like
The spirit
like the Most High leave him. He felt like his spirit was dead. You know.
So that,
Yeah, Salakia. See, there ain't no secret in who we dealing with now. Okay? There ain't no secret in who this man is. All right? This is Esau. His blessing is the sword. Okay? So whether that be in a syringe, okay, or a B-1 bomber or a nuclear warhead, that's his blessing. Okay? So he, even though he know that this Jews killing people, all right, and the thing about it is, as Urania just said, they require blood from the un-Jews, from the people who don't have this juice, okay, and yet still, okay, they want to condemn us and hold us as the culprit for not getting this job, even though they know people dying from it and getting killed. But this is all in Esau's DNA. Okay, he has a perpetual hatred toward us, and whether he and liar, he's a liar from the beginning. All right, a murderer and a liar. Go ahead.
Lucky brother.
You're done right, Locke.
You're right.
You're damn right, because when you look at it too, at the end of the day, right, even though they still trying to push this Beetlejuice on those who haven't taken it yet, right? Right now, when you look at what is from since, let me say, I'll probably go back, say, but probably 6 months, 4 months ago, up to now, December, right? They've been putting articles out saying that they need the untainted blood. The untainted blood, right? For the hospitals and so forth. And then a lot of those the pilots and all who fly the airplanes, we brought us out today, out the camp, who fly in the planes, they had to recall back many of them to fly these planes to these international airlines, because the pilots who received the Beetlejuice, they ain't capable of flying these planes. Because who ain't dead when they in mid-air, they passing out, and so forth. But like I say, only the elect can see through these lies to deceive. But two-thirds of our people are going to get caught up in this net. Like the skipper said.
So Lucky brother, make a quick point, right? I was earlier, right? Me and the brother here, Garada's we talking. I was telling him, but this article I saw the elder going into, I found that it says this could relate to, what we're talking about, say Aussie Corps. Aussie is a short term for Australia. Say Aussie Corps asks neighbors, this is an article, Wednesday, December the 28th. Wow. It says Aussie Corps asks neighbors to rat out anti-government, anti-police, or CV, CV, what that term is, conspiracy theorists. Yeah. So the cops ask neighbors to get the rat them out, meaning their close family. This was happening over there. This will happen over there in Australia. So that's coming here too. Yeah, boy, that's coming here too.
no joke.
Your close family can rat you out. You know what I mean?
Now, like from the comment board here again, KDC, yes, Psalm 64 and 5. It said they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of lying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. They say, okay, do this, they do that. We can get them to do that. All right, because the scriptures say what? They wise as Daniel, right?
You shall see the sanity.
Right? And you post here Isaiah 29:15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh. They're not foolish.
Right.
You understand? Because the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. He sees everything. It says, and their works in the dark, and they say, who seeth us? And who knoweth us? The Most High. You know? Yeah. All right.
I have another precept here. Okay, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 19, reading to verse 21. Okay, God shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old. Okay, Selah. Okay, because they have not changed. Right? Say, even he who was abided from old, from Esau, from Cain, they have not changed. Okay, therefore they fear not God. Okay, verse 20. He had put forth his hands against such as at peace, as be at peace with him. Okay, he had broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. War is always in his heart. Okay, this man has been in power for how many, so many years in America, and then they've been to war. We'll see what. Okay, okay, I don't know the exact percentage. Okay, okay, but what was in his heart? His words were softer than oil, yet with drawn sword. Okay, his words are softer than oil.
Power.
Even though okay, all kind of persuasion, because he is the deceiver. He is the deceiver. Okay, okay, yet they were drawn sword. Yet they still pulling out. Yet they still okay, injecting you with the Quran, but even though it's killing you, even though people getting all kind of side effects from it, they can still come up with this soft talk and whatnot, sweet talk and whatnot.
God,
Take it over.
God, I got a precept about go along with what the brother Desire wants to say. Let me read that article that I had. Okay, it's Psalm 28:3. Draw me not away with the wicked and with workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. Okay, as the article says, man, the police going to their neighbors, okay, basically telling them about
Who's
basically who vaccinated, who juice up and who ain't juice up. You see, causing their families to pimp on each other.
We had a lesson on that months ago. We was talking about.
Right, they root them out.
Anti-government, anti-police, or the pharmacy opposition. So anybody who opposes against this man thing, we ultimately know that's coming here too.
This is how this everything is said, good against evil, evil against good.
That's it.
Okay.
That's what the scriptures say.
Okay, that's what it all boils down to.
Right, that's the Bible, brothers. That's Matthew 24:9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And that's exactly what's going on. They want to deliver you up. So, man, guess what? Your own family, you understand? Your close family is going to damn wrap you up.
Okay.
All right, Malak, back to you.
Done. Let me second Corinthians 2:11.
All right, this is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and 11. It reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Done. So we know what this thing leading to. This leading into the RFID, the garage law. So we ain't gonna take this jump shot. We rather because worse than gun violence, a terrorist, or nuclear weapons. And it goes to show you that these devils just want you under their mental perception, just want you to fall under their system. But as you move, there's our Confederates. Hotez and his colleagues refuse to acknowledge that Crown Royal injections are deadly. In other words, he refuses to accept the fact that the true major killing force in the world today are these jump shots.
Cut. Because if you look at the statistics from since the administering of the Beetlejuice, when you look at the death toll, it is far more worse than the people who their legs died from contracting the so-called virus.
Right.
What they call now the amount of people being just falling out, STF, sudden death syndrome. You know, these devils ain't playing, and even though well, I would like to believe that they probably reached their goal. The amount of people who they thought wouldn't have taken it, but even though they still ain't feel like they reached their goal, they still trying.
Good.
They still trying. We know when you look back to what did I say about the brother Yasuan, the guys out. That's about Yasuan. The Georgia Guidestone. When you look at them wicked ass niggas like Bill Gates, they've been talking about world depopulation, and they still have that in their mind. All right. The Most High say He created the earth to be inhabited. As a matter of fact, I can get that precept real quick. I can get it real quick. That's the book of Isaiah. Isaiah 45 and 18. For thus said the Lord that created the heavens, power Himself that formed the earth and made it. He had established it. He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited. I am the Lord, and there is none else. But according to those devils, they say too much people upon the face of the earth. And their numbers, what they have written, according to what they say, we got about between 7 to 9 million people. They trying to lower that, what they say in their Georgia Guidestone down to 500 million. So that's to tell you, they got a lot more to take out. You know?
You know, so interesting about it. They say, well, the world overpopulated. That's bullshit. Because at the end of the day, the world has more than enough resources for everyone and more people than what we have now.
God, I just reading the scriptures now. The Most High said He created the earth to be inhabited.
God. And the only reason why it seems as though it ain't enough resources is because 1% and they greed. They want to have more than they necessarily needed. Everybody just took their daily bread. No one would need for nothing. You see? Look at how the nation thrived in Egypt. When we were captive in Egypt, we actually built that land up into what it was.
And anywhere where we is flourished.
Right.
The Israelites is flourished.
Now look at when Levites go over, or you know the Mexicans and Cubans go over into Babylon. Wherever they is, that area can thrive. Until Esau decide they want to get inside there and then fucking the whole rotation.
Fun.
You see?
Hold it, Isaiah 5 and 20.
I got Isaiah 5 and 20.
Turn this last paragraph. It says, you read that right. OTS actually believes that you leaving your natural immune system alone is a bigger threat to others than shooting them with a gun, terrorizing their families, attacking their computers and phones, and launching a nuclear attack. OTS is clearly deranged, which is not surprising to the smart folks here. But remember that there are actually people out there who follow the likes of OTS and every word that comes out of his mouth because he is a scientist, quote unquote, with the word doctor, quote unquote, in front of his name. I'm baffled at how people like OTS can pretend like the jump shots are beneficial when the evidence of their poison properties is right in their faces.
Time, when this thing first kicked off, they were talking the numbers. Or you had this amount of people died because they didn't take it. You had this amount of people who were saved because they did take it. And then there was a time where it was reversed. This amount of people died because they took it, and this amount of people lived because they didn't take it. And now, for the last 1,000, 1 week you hearing this, and the next day you hearing that. So it's babble, confusion. You see, and they use their media, to help portray the bullshit. And people and because our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, they just eating it up. It's Isaiah 5 and 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Done. That's how people now. Yes, he commenting in the article, but just because he telling you a certain thing talking about you is a threat to your family is a threat that anyone who you close to or is not, these people is gonna get confused and take that bitterness as that sweetness, you know, and as men of the Lord telling you the sweetness, but you're taking that as the bitterness. So it goes to show you why these people are confused. And it goes to show you how Babylon is really the land of confusion, Babal, you know?
All right, this is the book of Psalms 83 and 3, because we know this devil is very it's very crafty, okay? And like we say, they like confusion and they want speaking lies, and their main objective is to wipe out us Native Americans, Negroes, and Latinos, so-called. All right, now even if some of their people get caught up in the crossfire, they just collateral damage, okay?
Casualties of war.
All right, so this is the book of Psalms chapter 83 and 3, okay? It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and committed against thy hidden ones being us Native Americans, Negroes, and Latinos, Israel, all right? They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, okay? And up to this day, that is still the deciding factor in everything that they do.
That's the end goal, that's the mindset. You saw born with that mindset. He can't get rid of that even if he try to. He just can't help it. He just have to attack Jake. You know? Give me a second at just 15 and 1.
All right, right about getting at this KDC, Matthew chapter 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. When we look, we can see how fast the days going right now. Lord's willing, we be a part of the elect number and we make it about a year. You know, because the day is going really fast. And the Most High said that he would do that for the elect's sake.
This is the book of Second Ezra chapter what? Second Ezra chapter 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the word of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the infidelity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
God, and when you look at the word infidelity, that goes back to belief.
God,
What you believe in, faith.
God. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
God, verse 4, basically going into that meaning of infidelity, because it says, so all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So all you all who take that jump shot, you all lack its faith. You all lack it to believe in the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You all lack to believe what was written in paper, because he said, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. We are just telling you this word week in and week out, but this only separating the sheep from the goat, because only the goat is going to take this jump shot. Only the goat is going to fall under Esau's Edom system. Only the sheep will prevail over this. Hopefully, we be a part of the elect number, you know? Because from Big Daddy E calling you a human bomb, they will laugh, but that's the truth, man. From me calling you a human bomber, you then supposed to not believe his words. But what? He telling you some sweet benefits. I want you at that sweet benefit. You cast all the truth he telling you aside and taking that, because you just like to live in luxury and live kind. Let me say it just 9 and 22.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, 22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
Done. The multitude which is born in vain is the 2/3. Those who's gonna fall under the system of Esau. That grape being the elect. Those are the ones who's gonna escape the charge Salak. Those are the ones who are gonna escape the destruction by going through the trials and tribulations and staying strong until the end. Those are the people who the Most High is gonna save, and all this pestilence, famine, destruction, war, all this is gonna roll into 2023, as we brought out in our live lesson earlier. All these things are casualties of war. Hopefully this lesson was much edifying as we move.
Good.
Joachim could go.
They jumping around and they had on the light bulb. Must see someone the darkest for over 10 minutes.
Ramya?
Huh?
You Ramya?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You Ramya.
Watch one more time it is.
Beautiful lesson, man.
Watch one more time it is.
Yeah, that's what we have to look forward to in 2023. Lord willing, we finish strong. So yeah, man, I hope that these lessons was edifying and it served its purpose. All right, so we can close up and get out of here now.
Yeah.
All right. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, they can hear you.
All right. So yeah, man, let's close up and get out of here, Hakim. So with that, we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh.
Hashem, Yahweh, Shalom, brothers.
Shalom. I gotta do
Yeah, give them that time.
Go on your long journey.